Dora, and I'm talking about wellness and travel and why I talk about it on my channel, because I am an adventure channel. My goal is to visit 80 countries, but obviously, I'm not a trust fund baby, so I can't travel, all those countries in 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years. I'm 50 years old, and I have hustled my backside to get to 62 countries. So I'm close to the end. And by the end of this year, I reckon I'll be at nearly 70. Nearly, maybe. Or maybe over 70. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? I don't know. But all that factors on being healthy. Because if you don't have your health, you can't travel. And if you don't have your health, you can't work. Technically, like if your health is really bad, I'm saying. And if you can't work, then you can't pay for your travels. So it's all interacted. It's all interlinked, right? So yesterday afternoon, I did a live talking about making a bulk of a recipe. It's a spice recipe of turmeric and cinnamon and ginger and fennel seeds, which you put in here, or in a cup, and then you put hot water over it. I put lemon juice, and I also put apple cider vinegar, and I also put honey in it. And then you put pepper on top to activate the turmeric. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, literally. Oh, I've been away for a couple of days, so I haven't had this pleasure. And I also ran out of the spice mix, right? So it was really, really appropriate that I made it on a Sunday afternoon when I made my lunches for the week. So, and then, I'm waking up on Monday morning here in Australia. We're off to go to the beach and do some exercise. Before that, I have my little drink. Oh, I've missed you. So that's why I say, travel is really an amazing thing to do, right? But if you don't have your health, you can't do those things. So you've got to have your health. So when you're at home, hey, Paul, talking about health, that's the reason why you keep yourself active, right? Because you want to travel. Paul, right? Okay, ready? I have to do it because I just got to do it. Shake, rattle, and roll. Actually, this is Debbie Sue's version. This is Debbie Sue, okay? Just pretend I'm Debbie Sue. Shake your body, shake your body, shake, shake, shake. Ah, look, there's Debbie Sue. Shake your body, shake your body, shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty. But I'm talking today about, getting healthy is more than just being healthy, right? It's why be healthy, right? There's so much money to be made right now about the health industry, because I guess it's a buzzword, right? Everyone talks about health this, health that, but you got to find the reasons why you want to be healthy yourself, right? And for me personally, my goal is to see 80 countries. Hey, Susan, how you going? Susan's shaking her booty already. I can see it. Shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty, shake, shake, shake. Paul's already shaking his booty. I know it. Hey, Susan, I was literally talking to Paul, going, shake your butt. Oh, how do I do it? Shake, shake, shake. And then I said, this is Debbie Sue. Shake your body, shake your body. Because in one of her latest videos, she talked about how she was laughing about me. She goes, shake your body. So I always now go, shake your body, shake your body. And then suddenly Debbie Sue says hello. Love it, love it, love it. So obviously I've been away for a couple of days, guys. You know that. Hey, Paul. Other than the fact that we are going away in T minus under 14 days, amazing, right? But Paul, You were on the first platypus chasing adventure up in Mullaney on day 1. Guess what? I got to day 4 and I saw them twice. Actually, I saw them more than twice. I saw them like 6 or 7 times. It's amazing, Paul. The platypus are amazing. So amazing. I feel so, so grateful that I got to see the platypus. And Debbie Sue, Paul, I mean, you've seen platypus, right? And you saw the platypus mating. Like, I mean, that's, no one can trump that, seeing the platypus mating, other than seeing it yourself, right? But Paul, Debbie Sue finally got to see the platypus. She saw it a couple of times now. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. I'm so grateful. Like, my universe. Like, so we have to get to the beach and do our happy, like, our gratefulness, right? Because, like, I had a brilliant brilliant couple of days. It was nice to see my mum, obviously, and catch up with her and, eat nourishing food, eat fruit off her land. It's very, very powerful eating fruit and vegetables that you grow on your land. And, like, I can't wait to do that myself. You guys know that I'm living at my friend's house, and I'm actually trying to encourage them to do it because they've got a massive backyard. You've seen my friend's backyard. It's massive, right? Hey, Matt, how you going? Oh, it was nice to see your mum, Debbie Sue said. Yes. My friend's got a massive backyard, and I'm like, oh my God, you can do so much with it. Like, garden beds and fruit trees. Like, my friends have got a double block pretty much. We've got quite a small block and we pack it full of stuff. I mean, but you saw my mum's land, like, it's only 2.5 acres, and that's nothing compared to Susan's land, but you saw the amount of stuff. Actually, Susan, I'll send you the video later on of my mum's land, just a walk around of the fruit trees. It's crazy. Paul, you might be interested in that one too. Literally, my mum has so many fruit trees. Like, we walked around and I was picking, like, strawberry guavas off the tree and eating them, and guavas off the tree and eating them. There was so many plants and trees, and so many fruit trees that you've never even heard of. So I've got these weird fruits with me at the moment that I don't even know what they are. They're like weird avocado things. I've never seen them before, but apparently they're my dad's favorite fruit. Anyway, guys, I have to drive. So I'm going to put you down. So welcome in, guys. The routine today is, if you don't know, I think you know, is that we drive to the beach. We go straight to the beach. We do a jumping for joy. We put our hands up in the air and we say we're grateful. And I've got so much to be grateful for. And I'd like you to join me with that. Like, tell me why you're grateful. But anyway, let me go. Let me drive. Oh. That'd have been smart. I could have turned the car on before I started gabbing away. Now I have to gab away for a little bit longer, guys, because the car's to warm up. Hey, Running Man. Sup, my main lesbian. See you, Mel. See ya. Okay. Oh, well, someone got rid of that person. I've never been called a lesbian before, but anyway, whatever. Like I care. Susan's got here, I am sure, so many weird tropical things that grow that I've never heard of. Yeah, honestly, it was amazing. It was really interesting to see, actually. I'm grateful for beautiful sunny days. Okay, so the weather's changed for you guys. It's starting to get warmer. Obviously, Debbie Sue is in Virginia, so it's in the mountains, so it's kind of colder, obviously. But I mean, I guess it's spring now. Is that right? Is it spring for you guys? Because it's autumn for us. Yesterday, because today is the 2nd of March, so yesterday became autumn for us here in Australia. Dora isn't so goodbye. What? Dora, it's so goodbye. Okay, bye. Oh, you mean them. Okay, you said goodbye to them. Okay, that's right. It's today. Okay, of course, 1st of March is spring for you guys. All right. Dora, 10 minutes, do you think permanent for them? Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I don't care about trolls. I play with them. I don't really care. But yeah, 10 minutes is fine. They come back, they come back. Most times they won't. But if they do, I don't care. But if you want to get rid of them, it's fine. Because like I said, it's more about you guys. Like, I don't see the chat that often. I don't care. If it pisses you off, get rid of them. it won't be spring for a few weeks. So it'll be some cool days, and we've got some beautiful days today. Thank goodness for autumn, Susan says. I can imagine. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down, talking to you, but I'm driving. So my friend Mel just left. I said goodbye to her when we were sitting there gabbing. So Mel has lost her vision. So she's classed as permanently blind now. Mel's my best friend from high school. So that's where I'm living, obviously, at the moment with her and a partner. But Mel has a degenerative disease in her eyes. I can never say the name of it. I can't even remember. It's a long word. But anyway, she's known about this in her teenage years. So she had a car, license, all the things, and bit by bit her eyesight's gone. Like, she still has vision. If I'm standing in front of her, she can see me. So if I go visit her at her family job or family business, so to say, she won't see me, but she'll hear my voice coming. I mean, yeah. So she works a job. She full time. She does like the invoicing and organising of carpet layers and floor layers and organising every installers and stuff like that. She just has these big giant ass screens that blows everything up to make it big. And also she has this machine that you put the invoice under it and it takes it does a mirror copy on a screen, so it makes it really, really magnified, which is really, really great. Hey, I mean, a lot of people, they are born with a disability, but there are some people that obviously get disabilities while they grow up, and they say that she might actually lose her sight completely. So it's very, very sad. But the interesting thing about my friend Mel, she's always been very, very creative. And now that her eyesight is, bit by bit going, pretty much by the year, she's becoming more and more creative. And she's becoming more and more, like, she's an amazing cook. Like, guys, I'm not a cooker, right? I mean, I can cook. I just don't choose to cook very much. But my friend Mel, she's like the amazing cook. Like, I walk past, like, through the house, underneath the house, and I can smell the food wafting. Like, she was making something really beautiful last night, and I came up last night, and she was eating like mashed sweet potato with cottage cheese and roasted onion through it. Like, I'm like, oh my god, that smells like with pine nuts in it. She goes, you want some? I'm like, no, I'm good. But I'm like, fuck me, that's beautiful. So isn't it amazing that when you lose sight, or if you lose one sense, you gain more senses. It's amazing. It really is. Okay, we're at the beach. I'm just finding a park. Oh, it's a beautiful day, guys. Now, my only decision is shoes off or shoes on? Shoes off or shoes on? Shoes off or shoes on? I'm going to go shoes off. I don't know. I'm feeling grounding today. I feel like I need to ground myself. At my home, my favourite place, the beach. One of my favourite places, I guess. I can say favourite places. I love different hikes and stuff like that. That'd be favourite places too. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you would have thought Dora would have drank her drink by the time, but no, she didn't. And actually, let me just drink the drink too, because I just want to start walking and walk and walk and walk. I feel like I've missed walking so much. I mean, I know I'm walking looking for platypus, but I didn't really walk that much. The last 2 days, I didn't really walk that much. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we're talking about it's sad about my friend Mel. Everyone look for the Running Man. Wow, I'm glad she has found a workaround. I do hope it doesn't get worse. Oh, so do I. It's amazing how the human body Yeah, it does. Like it's really amazing. I really hope it doesn't get worse. Apparently, stress kills everyone, right? But apparently, stress on the eyes make it worse. And obviously, she's working on a computer, so it's not ideal. Not ideal. I'm going to be honest. It's not ideal. But at the same time, you know, she could give up work. So because she's classed as legally blind, she has a disability payment now. She's actually, so when you're blind, it's an interesting place, right? So obviously, my background is working with people with disabilities, and I used to help a lot of people try to get on disability payments because it is so hard to get on disability payments. Honestly, you have to be nearly dead. Even if you're dying, sometimes you can't even get on disability payments. It's horrible. It's a really, really sad place to be. And I understand that some countries, like for example Asia, Indonesia, those kind, or Mexico or something like that, or countries I know, um, there is no social system. If you're sick, good luck. You know, your family have to look after you. But here in like Australia, I know America. I'm sorry, not America. I know the UK have a system too, where if you're sick, you get a payment from the government, right? I believe it's not long term in America. Sorry, in Ireland, I know it's not long term. You have to pay it back sometimes too. But here in Australia, you don't have to pay it back. So what happens is if you're sick or if you're unemployed, you get money every fortnight. It's not a lot of money. You can't live off it, especially now. Like, but once upon a time, you could live off it. But yeah. And anyway, what I'm saying is disability payments is very difficult to get because obviously disability payments, once you're proved to have a disability, the government give you money, and I believe it is about $1,100 a fortnight. So that's about $550 a week Australian. So if that was US, I don't know, 360 maybe. I don't know. I don't know my maths well, but maybe 360 US dollars a week. It's not bad, but again, in today's lifestyle, $550 a week, you can't even pay rent for that. It's very difficult to live on. So people with disabilities, I mean, it's not that you know, my friend Mel, it wasn't her, you know, this has just happened to her. It was a degenerate, like it's just unhappy, like unluckiness, right? And then to get a disability and then, you know, maybe not be able to ever work ever again, it's painful. I mean, to be able to only live on $550 a week, that's difficult, very difficult. But I understand we're very, very lucky in Australia also, the fact that we get money. I don't make that a year. I know, Susan, I know. But and then think about it this way, like then you think about people that are unemployed here in Australia, they get about, I think it's about $350 a week. Um, it's not a huge lot of money, but you think about it, if you have four people together, living together, all getting $350 a week, that pays the rent, you know, Netflix and all the other flicks and all the stuff. You could live quite, you know, reasonably. So, you know, the surf bum thing is a real thing. You know, you can be unemployed, earn money from our government, and live quite okay. We are the lucky country, but then also people take advantage of that, right? Mm. But anyway, my point, I think there was a point. I can't remember the point. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Be lucky. Be very, very grateful for what you have. Obviously, you don't want to lose your sight or get a disability. So you look after yourself. There's my sight. I was bringing it 360 back. That's why I drink this. That's why I do all my things, because I'm hoping that I will keep myself healthy. And if you don't do these things, doesn't mean you're not going to keep yourself healthy. Like Susan, for example, you like I really want to see your diet, Susan. I'd love to see all the cake you eat. No, but I'm you know, I'm just curious about, because I mean, you don't leave your farm very often. Hey Bill, how you going? If you don't grow, if I didn't grow my own vegetables, I'd go hungry. Yeah, right. So actually, Bill, I want to talk a little bit more about that. Actually, can we unpack that later on, Bill? I was just talking about Susan then. So let me just take my shoes and socks off. My shoes off. Oh, my thongs off, basically. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me get my headphones out. Tripod. keys, and I think I have a hat somewhere. Okay, we're going to the beach. We're going to be grateful. Guys, oh shit. I cleaned my car. It was like a bomb site in here, and I don't know what I've done with my hat. Okay, that's not good. All right. So yeah, Susan, I can't wait till when I come down to visit you, is to see also how, you know, you do your health, because I think you're pretty healthy. Oh, okay. There's a reason why we didn't wear our shoes. Hey guys. Wow. Okay. We can still do this. We can still do this. All right, this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to hang our keys up here so we don't lose them. Don't lose them. Oh, shit, we already lost that. All right. Hey, Sam. Okay, what's happened, Bill? What's happened, Bill? Getting ready to eat again today. Sugar levels are near dangerous. Oh my God. Bill, oh my God. So, they can't do anything about this, can they? Like, I really hate hearing it. I mean, obviously it happens to you. This is even worse for you. But it's just, I feel your frustration about, like, it sounds like you do all the right things, eat all the right things, and it still happens. Look after yourself. You go outside, walk on freezing cold grass, and it still happens. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Put my keys away. Okay. Which way are we going to walk? Ah, crap. We're going to walk this way. Man, I really am sending you lots of, love and prayers and everything your way, Bill. Because this is, it's so unfair that this is happening. Like, so unfair. I really am. I'm sending you lots of love right now. I really do hope that your blood pressure, your sugar levels even out really quickly. And I'm sure everyone else in the chat is also, sending you the same love and prayers. You're a great guy, mate, and this is not fair. And we need to harness the universe, Mother Earth, God, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in, right? I believe in the universe. I trust the universe, and I'm trusting the universe will help you, Bill. I just hope they come quicker, because it's not fair. I mean, that feeling that you're feeling right now is not nice. I don't know how it feels, obviously, but the way you talk about it, it's another reason that this topic about being healthy is so important, right? And like I'm saying, like, guys, you don't need to follow what I do. Find your own routine, right? That's why I want to, I can't wait to meet up with Susan and see what Susan's routine is. Bill's been very open about how, drinking soft drinks and not looking after yourself has caused this type 2 diabetes that he's in right now. Jazz was on my live yesterday afternoon sharing about how she actually has type 2 diabetes also. Probably to a different degree than maybe Bill has. But she joined me on the 75-day challenge. She did a different version, obviously, but it was still an amazing version for her. She lost 20 kilos, guys. So when she did her 75 balance, she called it, she lost 20 kilos. I don't know what that is in stone for you guys, but all I know is 20 kilos is a lot. A lot. I lost about 5. Now that's a lot. She's lost a lot. I mean, 5 on me was a lot. 20 is a massive, massive change. So basically, she used to actually have to inject herself, but when she lost all that weight, the doctor said, you don't need to do this anymore. But guess what? After the 75 hard, she was traveling. She was in a situation she couldn't really get out of. She was at her family's, where she's originally born, and there was a funeral and there was a whole lot of things happening that she couldn't keep herself healthy as much as she wanted to, like, the daily drinking of water, the lots of walking. She couldn't do it. So she was there an extended time that she didn't really want to be there. Anyway, long story short, she's put on the weight, right? So she's now having to go back onto medication. So she's desperately trying to claw back again and get herself healthy again and, get herself back into a routine for her, not following my practices, like just following her own, what works for her, so that she doesn't have to be on medication. And, unfortunately, be in the situation where Bill is. Sorry guys, I'm not really looking at the chat, guys, because I am concentrating on walking and making sure I don't stand on anything that I shouldn't stand on. Alright, we're going to tip on turn around. Hey, is Rhonda there? Hey Rhonda, how you going, mate? And look, obviously if I haven't said hello to you, don't feel that I'm being rude. It's just I can't see the chat very well. We have someone called Jason Ghost Hunter. Cool. Jeez, Ghost Hunter, hey? Susan's talking about watching paranormal things on YouTube. Mainly UK stuff. Why does the UK have more kind of haunted kind of things? Because when I think about haunted, I do think of the UK. Like, do you remember the movie or the show Jane Eyre? And there's other ones I used to watch when I was younger. They were always very kind of, old castle. I guess it's kind of castle-y kind of thing, like, haunted. Interesting. Hello, welcome in. I'm Dora, and we're walking along the beach talking about, or should I say dribbling about? No, I'm not dribbling. I'm being real, guys. Health is so important, right? Like, that's why I'm doing this. I get up every Monday morning, or most mornings, right? And I do my morning movement. There's a bit of wind, I guess, guys. I'm sorry. I can't change the wind. But, you've seen me walking in rain. You've seen me walking in really, really hot weather. You've seen me walking when I'm tired. You've seen me walking, probably when I shouldn't walk, when I'm sick. So there's something I need to address. But, morning movement for everyone can look so differently. But, in a morning routine, I wouldn't say that's recommended for everyone, but, for me personally, with my brain type, a morning routine is so important So this morning I've already done my lymphatic movement. So where I do the body tapping, I've done that already. Get my body, kind of my lymph nodes all moving. I've done my meditation this morning. I haven't read my book, but because I'm living in a camper van, the light in my bed where I'm lying is not wonderful. So I haven't actually got back into my reading, but that's okay. You know, you can't do everything, and I'll get back into it. Definitely think when I'm traveling, I can't wait to, you know, even sit by a pool or in the pool and read some pages. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Actually, you know what I can't wait to do, guys, when I get to Bali, because you guys know that I'm meeting Paul D Australia in a couple of weeks in Bali, is I can't wait to do some painting. So a lot of you guys saw that I painted yesterday when I was platypus chasing. I sat somewhere and I painted the river, part of the river, where I see the platypus. So yesterday I actually ended up seeing a platypus there. So I actually have to draw in a platypus. I've never done that before. So yeah, I will post it in my community post when I finally figure out how to paint a platypus. I don't think I need to think about it. I just have to do it, right? When I was painting down at Cockatoo Island in Sydney, I didn't know how to paint a boat. But I thought, you know what, don't think about it, just do it. And it actually didn't turn out badly, to be honest. Anyway, bit of useless information if you want to know it. But anyway, hope you're well. So we started our morning off down here, doing our hands up in the air, being grateful, because I've got so much to be grateful for, right? I think we all have so much to be grateful for. Now, I'm just going to quickly go back to my car, because I did forget my hat, and it is a bit warm. I feel like my face is getting sunburnt, and you know, you can see I've already got lots of freckles. My skin is quite prone to freckles. My dad used to get melanomas cut off his face, so I do need to look after that body of mine, my face and my skin. My mum has very good skin, so I've got half her skin, olive skin. Now, I don't know what I've done with my hat. I actually haven't worn my hat for the last couple of days, so I don't actually know what to do with it. So, you know, when you don't use it, I don't know what I've done with it. I really don't know what I've done with it. I specifically like that hat because it goes over your head, opposed to a cap, because it doesn't block the sun, right? Crap. You know, I have everything in my car, right? Literally everything other than the kitchen sink. And I probably could makeshift a kitchen sink if I wanted to. So yesterday afternoon when I came back from Maleny, I found it. The world is okay, guys. The world is okay. When I came back from Maleny yesterday, my car smelled like a dog, and I don't even have a dog. That would just be me and my wet feet. No, let me just... So Deb has just sent us a message. So you know, guys know Deb Warwick. She just sent a message in the chat, not in the chat, but in a message on one of my videos saying, look after yourself, Bill. So Bill, Deb is sending you a message. She's obviously watching my video from yesterday afternoon when I was making my morning spices and I was making my salads for the week, and Bill was there telling us about how his alarm woke him up at 2 a.m. in the morning, saying that his sugars were dangerously high or low. And then that's when Jazz came on and talked about her diabetes and how, you know, losing 20 kilos has actually helped her. But obviously she's put on the weight again, so now she has to get medication again. So, you know, it's a constant battle, right, health? But yeah, Deb's sending some love, Bill. So if you're still there, Bill. And I'd love everyone to please send some love and some prayers to our friend Bill Myers in the chat. Even if you don't know Bill, all I can say, guys, is he's a really great guy. He's from Iowa, and he's 72 years old. Oh, I think he's 70 years old, and yeah, he hasn't looked after his health in the past, and sadly he's paying for it now. And you know, he's really, yeah, paying for it now. So his levels are dangerously high, and it doesn't seem to be what, you know, he can't seem to control it. Even the hospital doesn't even know what to do. So you know, I'm sending him lots of love, and I'd love and appreciate, even if you're a stranger to him, to send some love to Bill. Think about Bill walking and jumping for joy. Maybe not jumping for joy, but I'd love to see him jumping for joy one day. But Bill walking in his, you know, town of Iowa, his state of Iowa, you know, healthy and happy. Most times he is happy. He's a very happy, positive guy. But right now, he's suffering. So please send some love to this guy. And I think sometimes we can all need a bit of love. Oh, I had to just pick this up, guys. Looks like a little bit like a love heart. Oops. So, my friend Lavender has taught me to always look for love in nature. So I don't know if you can see that love. I see that. Do you see that, Bill? That's for you. Even the rocks are saying love. Actually, look at that. I see love there too. Okay, I'm just fighting my hat, guys. Literally. Okay. Can't be that hard, guys. Honestly. Okay, we're good. We're good. There's not much beach to walk on at the moment, guys. Really isn't. This looks like a donga. Look. Doing, 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 doing. Doing, doing, doing. So, if you're new here, this is Redcliffe. This is my this is my local beach. Very, very grateful to call this my local beach. Whoa. And I guess it's high tide. Whoa. Let's get up here. Whoa. We're running out of beach, guys. So we're in southeast Queensland in Australia, and my topic today was basically why get healthy. Well, it's up to you for your reasons, but for me personally, it's life, right? Being healthy gives you life. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? But for me, the other reason is travel, right? I've been blessed to see 62 countries, and I'm about to go to Bali with one of the guys in the chat, Paul D Australia. And if I'm not healthy, how am I going to travel? Like, Paul's a walker. How will I keep up with him? I mean, I've got to keep up with him. Can't let him walk in front of me. I'm joking, guys. I mean, I can't be left behind. And my friend Jazz Nomad TV, talked about a situation where she was traveling in Spain and she met up with Marie from Meditation Motivation with Marie in Spain, and they were walking around, and Jazz just had to yell out to Marie, said, "Hey, can you stop for a second? I have to catch my breath." And she was like gasping and she's like, "Oh my God, I was like, I've got to stop." And she just couldn't keep up. And she said in that moment she realized that if she didn't sort her health out, that she was either going to have to stop traveling or she was going to kill herself. And at the same time, that's when I was starting to do my 75 hard, and she's like, well, fuck, this is the right time. I need to do something about my health. But I'm going to share you a story, guys. So I did 75 hard, and you guys watched me. Thank you for, watching me and supporting me with that. It was like you guys were there with me. And Jazz finished hers too. She did her 75 balance. She did hers. She lost 20 kilos, guys. I lost 5. But I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but I have put on a bit more weight again. And look, and that's okay. I'm not, a little bit of weight's okay. But the thing is, if you don't catch yourself, like Jazz, she's started putting on the weight again. So she has type 2 diabetes, and she shared with us yesterday, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, that because she's put on weight again, she has to go back on medication. And she's like, I don't want to be you know, always taking medication if I don't have to. So she's back trying to look after herself. She's, got this whole routine. She's doing 10-minute videos on 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the UK time. So that's about 6, no, sorry, not 4 o'clock. 5, I think it's 6 a.m. her time in the UK. So in Australia, that's 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. in Australia time. And she's doing a 10-minute video. She wants to get more confident doing lives. But part of that process, she's walking, she's eating properly, she's drinking lots of water, she's doing meditation. She's trying to look after her game to lose weight, to get off the medication, and so that she can travel. So again, I'm just highlighting the fact that it's so important. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That, health is so important. Okay, let me stop talking. I need to... Oh, guys, I've missed lots and lots in the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, Kathleen's there too. Hey. Hey, Kathleen. I say, I'm going to be honest. I'm not that sorry because your messages are important. But you know that, guys. I'm walking and talking. I'm trying to exercise. And if I sat here and looked at the chat the whole time, I wouldn't get much done. So I'm not sorry. But I'm sorry that I didn't see your chat. But anyway, that's another day. Let's do this. Oh. Just to be clear, I am not a health and fitness channel. So please do not subscribe. I am not a health and fitness channel. I'm just sharing my experiences. Don't do what I do. Go see a doctor. Go see a doctor. Hey, Em, how you going? As I said, just because I jump around and do this and do that doesn't mean you should. Look after yourself, right? Talk to a doctor first before you do anything. I'm doing push-ups, triceps, squats. I'm doing 10 reps, 5 sets. Can't believe it. Just for the smart and just for the smart ass in the chat that's watching and goes, that's not a push-up. I know, I'm getting better. But the only way you get better is practicing, and that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm practicing. One set done. Let's do this. We talk almost... yeah, of course you talk amongst yourself. Do that. Also, send some love to Bill. Send some love to Bill. Bill needs all the love at the moment, guys. Love. Love. I'm trying to get lower. It's just, I can't seem to do it. Don't say can't. You can. You just gotta keep on practicing, Dora. Practice. Two sets done. Hey, Maddie! Drop and give me 20 push-ups. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. I'm gonna give you 10. How are you, Maddie? give you 20. Oh, 3. Oh, 5. 6. 7. Oh. 20 push-ups for Maddie. How are you, Maddie? I've been talking about you, Maddie. I see ducks and I'm going, where's my friend Maddie? Guys, look at this. Look at this. Maddie, you seem to always come when there's animals. They're white cockatoos. Oh. There's something here that they like because they're eating it all in the grass here. Interesting. You're not doing good. I need an MRI on my back. Oh, that's not good, mate. Okay, I'm going to drink some water. Thank you for your 20 push-ups, Maddie. Thank you. Thank you a lot. So when are you booked in to have your MRI? Okay, now I need to do, because that's my 4th set of push-ups. Now I need to do 20. I don't think I can do 20, I'm gonna go. But don't say you don't. I can try. I can try. Oh, crap. Okay, 20. So I've done 4 of those. So now I need to do 2 sets of 10 of the squats. That was 10. So we've done 4 sets now. March 10 my MRI. Thanks, Em. Yeah, no, I know. Obviously, I would never push myself if I can't push myself, but it is actually good to push yourself a little bit, right? And if I couldn't have done 20, I would have stopped. I would have said, Maddie, I can't do 20, but I gave her 20 this time. Maybe next time I can't. Okay, 1 more set, guys. Let's do something. Let's see if I can do it on the ground, guys. Like a proper man push-up, because I'm a man. Not really, but, you know, I'm going to try. I don't know if I can. Oh, but I try. Ready? Oh. 2. 7 men's push-ups. Lucky do. Okay, finish it off. That heart rate now, building up, that's what you were looking for. That burns the fat. That's really good for everything, right? And you know, strength training is really good for your brain too. I need to work the brain. Too much of social media can make us stupid too. So stop watching so much social media. You don't need to watch me, guys. Go read a book. Alright, last set. Chin up, tits up, stomach in. We did it. We've done the 5 sets. I've got to finish off the squats, guys. This is from my friend Esther. And any one of my friends in the future that might need the support. Nine, 61, 62, 63. 63 squats to represent the 63 people here in Australia that decide they don't want to be here. One being my friend Esther. And if Bill's there, this is, you know, a bit of a sore point for Bill. Bill just lost a friend through the same thing in the last week, and he's suffering because of that also. Obviously my friend Esther, she had some trauma back in her first marriage. Oh, sorry guys, I've got hair in my mouth. But, you know, mental health can come from many different areas. It doesn't even have to come from trauma. You can wake up one morning and have mental health and, you know, and suffer. So mental health can happen to any of us. We're not immune to it. So that's why I talk about it, because even though I say I don't actually have a mental health condition, you know, from time to time I suffer mental health, like being overwhelmed with living in a camper van and moving. It affected me, you know, a lot. You know, if I wasn't on top of my game, I could have started drinking lots of alcohol to deal with the stress. And then I would have got unhappily fat, eating really bad snacks, put on weight, feeling shit about myself. You know, you can go into a circuit, you know, what do you call it, a circus? You know what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, you know, we're not immune to it. Any one of us can, you know, have mental health. And some of us in this chat are suffering from mental health. So please give me a new back. I wish I could give you a new back. But you know what I'm trying to say, guys, is that, you know, even, you know, having, you know, depression, anxiety, they're all part of mental health, and looking after yourself can help you manage your mental health. So I guess that's why I always go back into, you know, what I do on my channel is like, you know, I'm an adventure channel, but if I'm not looking after myself, I can't go do these adventures and take you with me. So let's finish off this adventure, guys. Let's go for a walk. Ooh, I feel good. So strength training is so good for us. I need to do more of it. Obviously, when I get back into my house, I'm going to be doing boxing things, guys. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to get back into my house. But until then, we have the beach. And which way are we going to walk, guys? Okay, we're going to walk this way. Okay, Deb Warwick, our friend Deb, she obviously doesn't know that I'm live because she's actually watching my last video, my last live, saying good night, and she was saying, you know, she was wishing Bill, you know, much love in the chat. So I'm going to send love out to Deb. Deb's not that great on social media, so
to work out, like, I know she's got my notifications clicked, but I think there's something going on with notifications on YouTube at the moment, that they're getting lost or they're not happening. I've heard people talk about that they're not getting the notifications, and I think that's happening to Deb. And I feel sorry for her because I know she likes to be live in the chat and talk to you guys too, not just me. She likes talking to Maddie and Em and Sir Paul, and she likes talking to Bill and Susan and Debbie Sue. So, yeah, I feel really bad for, yeah, like I said, I get my notifications, they click on the top of my phone so I can see them click through. And, you know, Deb's been sending quite a few messages in the chat. So we're walking near a school, guys, so that's why I keep on putting my phone down, because I don't want to be filming children. Now, I much would prefer to be walking on the sand, guys. I'm barefoot, definitely not pregnant. So after this walk, I'm actually going to go do some more exercise, actually. I actually have to help Diego at the house. We are we're pulling out Diego he's pulled the ceiling down in the lounge room, and then I don't know if I did a live, I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, underneath the house is getting cemented. It's the slab will be put in on Friday. At the moment, they're digging it all up. It's like a whole big mud pie underneath our house at the moment. But they're plumbing in all the, the guttering and all the stuff, the plumbing. And so anyway, I have to help get rid of all the ceiling stuff from the floor and clean it all up, because our floors are getting sanded also. And I also have to clear out the spare bedroom. The spare bedroom, all the stuff has to go out onto the deck, because all the spare bedroom's also going to get sanded, the floor sanded. So this is obviously a really good opportunity when you're not living in the house to get the floor sanded, because it's quite a big deal. When you get your floor sanded, everything has to come out of the room. And they have to do lots of different lacquers on top of it. Yeah, it's a process, right? So I guess while we're living out of the house, what's another couple of weeks out of the house, right? So as it is, by the time I get back from Bali, or Indonesia should I say, because I'm going to be away for a month. So in 2 weeks' time I go to Bali. I'll meet up with Paul, and I may or may not meet up with Jazz. We're still not completely sure what's going on with Jazz. There's some things going on in Jazz that she's got to just, get in her ducks in a row, basically. And I don't know, I've got high hopes. I actually think that Jazz will come, actually. Maybe not the whole trip, but a little bit of the trip. So that would be fun. Can you imagine Jazz, Paul and I together on a live? I think that'd be so fun. I just can't wait. Forget about the lives, guys. I just can't wait to meet Paul and, go for a walk with Paul, because Paul and I share, that's our common, there's a couple of common things. We love travel, but he loves walking, and I love walking, obviously, you guys know that. So I can't wait for that. And Jazz, Jazz loves travel, right? And she's loving walking now too, so, she's part of the fold. I call her my soul sister. Oh, we've got some new people in the chat. Hello, how you going? I'm Dora behind the screen, and I can't really see the chat very well. I can just see that there's some new people in the chat because I have a few moderators in the chat. So thank you for being here. I'm Dora. This is my local beach. Redcliffe Peninsula. We're 30 k's away from Brisbane City in Australia. And it's beautiful Monday morning here. And we're just talking about basically wellness and how if you're not well, you can't do the travel. Oh, that's a big poop on the ground from a dog. Sorry, you know what I do. I point out weird and wonderful things. So yeah, I can't wait to get to Bali. It's going to be hot as hell, guys. It's going to be hot as hell, and I'm down for that. I'm sure I'll complain like hell, but here's what it is. I'll be drinking lots of water. That's another good thing about, in hot temperatures, you drink lots of water, and it's really good for your body to drink lots of water. Also, obviously, have hydrolytes. I've ordered some more extra hydrolytes to take with me on my trip. And I'm going to take one of my shakers with me so that I can always have a hydrolyte with me. It's really important. Or maybe I don't need to take a hydrolyte, I'll just take a bottle. Look, I'm going to be honest, guys, I hate buying bottles of water. It's one of my biggest pet hates when I travel is bottles of water. I do normally take a bottle with me. Some countries you go to, you can get free water everywhere you go, right? So when I was in Luxembourg, that was my last country I visited, there was just taps everywhere. Like here in Australia, we have taps that have, water that you can drink. Most places you go, you can get water around Australia. New Zealand's very similar. Bali is not that. You will not find water on the side of the beach. If you do, you'll end up with some disease because the water's not treated there, right? It's dirty water. And it's just because their government don't treat their waters. We pay lots of taxes and stuff here in Australia to have water that we can, walk along the beach, have public toilets, with toilet paper. In Indonesia, in a lot of Asian countries, they don't have public toilets. So that's another fun part of travel in Asia is, you have to pay for toilets or you have to go to a cafe, buy a drink and go to the toilet. And if you've been following me, you know that I drink a lot of water and I go to the toilet a lot. So it's always fun. A lot of the times when I'm on my travels, I show you ways of getting around that. I go to McDonald's a lot and or Burger King, should I say, and frequent the toilets there without even buying a Burger King drink or anything like that. But a lot of these fast food places are getting cotton onto by that. They actually give you a code. Some of these places, McDonald's and that, you buy something and you get a code so then you can actually go to the toilet. But your girl Dora, she's resourceful. She'll ask people, hey, can I use your docket to go to the toilet? No joke, I've done that before. Yeah, am I cheap? Yeah. Do I care? I don't give a shit. You can judge all you like, but I'm the one that, I shrimp and save so I can travel. So it is what it is. People that judge would be like those people that, maybe they can't afford to travel because they spend their money on Cokes and coffees and stuff like that, where I don't. It's different priorities, right? And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but, it is what it is. But anyway, I cannot wait. So if you're new here, welcome. What do you find on my channel? Oh, I couldn't tell you. Lots of weird stuff. The last couple of days has been platypus chasing, and we did see platypus. We painted, that was amazing. That's what I was saying before. I think I got sidetracked. That I can't wait in Bali to sit somewhere and paint. Like a lot of places I like to go, like when I was in Paris, I sat in a lot of cafes at the front street, on the front, and I sat there. Of course, you've got to buy something. But, I sat there. I sit with one glass of wine that can maybe cost you like friggin' €8. I sat there for like 3 hours drinking their free water. It's like renting space. But I was able to paint the street and it was such a fun thing to do. Such a fun thing to do. And when I was in Sydney, I didn't go to any cafes this time, but I sat in different places and just painted. And it was so great. It's so good for your mental health. And when you're traveling, I think it's important to slow down sometimes and appreciate where you are. Because you can go see the Eiffel Tower and this and that and this and that. But if you don't actually just stop and look at the ocean, can you say you've actually been to the beach? Well, of course you can. But that just sigh from me just then is just me, my nervous system just relaxing in because I'm just stopped for a second. And I'm looking at the ocean and she's glorious. Okay, I've got to go back, turn around. So guys, as I said, I am off to go work at the house this morning. I've got a late start with work on a Monday. I always have a late start. But I have my lunch ready for today. I can't wait to have my salad with tuna. Actually, I've got salad and chicken actually, because Diego cooked a chicken, a roast chicken that we're going to pull apart and put on our lunches. So roast chicken and salad for me for lunch. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. You know, being healthy, it's work. It also can cost money. I understand that. But it doesn't always have to cost money. Like, you don't need to do, like, you know, I buy this green powder from the health food shop. You don't need to buy that. You could just eat lots of vegetables. But, you know, even though I do eat lots of vegetables, I supplement with the green powder just because I understand, or I personally feel that the vegetables that we buy from the grocery store are missing all the nutrients. They don't taste as good as they used to taste. Now, if you taste vegetables that are grown, homegrown, they taste so much better. But see, obviously right now we're not growing any vegetables because we're, you know, living in a camper van in my friend's backyard. But even in my own practice of growing my own, like I normally grow mixed vegetables on my deck, and I never have to buy lettuce. So I begrudgingly hate buying lettuce now, and like mixed lettuces and stuff. Ugh, hate it. And they don't taste as well. They don't taste as good. I think you guys can confirm that, right? When you try fresh growing lettuces or vegetables, they taste so much better. And they've got way more nutrients. Just got to point out the toilet, guys. You know that. You know how I do. They've got so much more nutrients than actual store-bought ones, because you know they're regrowing on the same plot of land. So the land is like missing a lot of nutrients, and then they're using chemicals too, right? That's the other side of it. I don't. I'm trying to use less chemicals in my life. There's certain things that I'm doing still that have chemicals in it. Like, for example, I got rid of painting my nails. No shame on if you paint your nails, but the smell of the chemicals that when you go get your nails painted is so toxic, and your skin is right under that nail and it goes straight into your bloodstream. So toxic. So I don't do nails. I haven't done that for about 3 years now, and that saved me money too. I never used to get the acrylic, you know, what do you call them, gels or something like that. But you know, obviously, you do you guys. I'm just talking about myself. There's a video going to be coming out. I've been trying to upload it for like the last 4 days, no joke. I finished it when I was at my mum's house. I tried to upload it in my mum's Wi-Fi, and it went to 52% and it stopped. I tried it on my mobile, it just got stuck. So then I've been trying it at my friend's house, and it's now up to 80%. And that was overnight. So maybe tonight I'll have a video, and it actually talks a little bit about this. Adventures in my camper van. One of the things that I haven't let go of that's toxic as hell, but I'm still doing it. So I am a very big hypocrite. I'm the first one to tell you that I'm a hypocrite. But on the other side, you know, I'm trying to, you know, have less toxic stuff in my life. Because again, toxins can increase your chances of, you know, developing sicknesses. There's a proven study. I don't know the name. I could send it to you if you're interested in it. But cleaners, for example, professional cleaners work with so many toxic cleaning equipment, and us, as you know, cleaning our houses with spray and wipes and, you know, glass cleaner, you know, dishwashing detergent, sprays and wipes, cleaner for this, cleaner for that. Those toxins used daily can also basically have been proven in some European clinical trial that it has proved that it can actually cause cancer. So when I read that study, I was like, fuck that. I used to love spray and wipe. I used to spray and wipe everything. My car, my window, not my windows. I used a glass cleaner for that, also toxic. So yeah, basically I stopped it. I chucked them all out. I didn't give a shit. I chucked them all. and I now use non-toxic ones. So they use like citrus. I mean, look, it might not be as effective as like bleach, but do you know how bad bleach is for us? It's so bad. But in saying that, I'm a hypocrite, because the video that's going to come out tonight or tomorrow or one day through this week just tells you how hypocritically I am. But I'm trying to change that. I'm just being real. I'm human, apparently. But anyway, it's a journey, right? Health is a journey. Me getting rid of toxins out of my body and health and around my life is a journey. But that's why I choose to buy green powder, because I believe that the vegetables that we're buying are not full of all the good ingredients that we should be still having. That 20, 30 years ago, that we used to buy vegetables and they were full of these beautiful, beautiful green leaves. Now, well, they've caught a lot of butchers or supermarkets actually chemically dyeing meat to make it look more attractive so that you buy it. But really, it's not. It's full of chemicals and it's disgusting. So anyway, that's my rant over, guys. Just me talking about health and how if I'm not healthy, I can't travel. And if I'm not healthy, I can't work. And that supports my travel, right? Because I am not I'm not a trust fund baby. I don't have, my mum and dad paying for my accommodations and all that kind of stuff. I'm just me hustling. Hustle. One day I might get paid $2 a video. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm actually getting quite close to being monetized, strangely enough, which is crazy, guys. Crazy. Absolutely crazy that, you guys watching my videos has, got the watch hours up that, in a couple of months' time, I'm probably going to be monetized. And it doesn't really mean that much, because it's not a lot of, I don't have a huge channel. My videos aren't getting honestly, my last videos got 50 views. So that just tells you my videos need a bit of work. My live streams do a lot better. So that tells you something. I don't know. What does it tell you, Dora? Your videos suck. No, my videos don't suck. I just need to get better at them. Practice makes perfect. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. So, hey environmental, how you going? My dog won't eat local butcher meat for chemical smells. Boys mince, she will. Interesting, hey? Very interesting. I honestly could not eat 3 to 5 days cold salad. Old salad. Yeah, I do. Everyone's different. You're right. It does taste different, right? After a couple of days. That's why I can't wait to grow my own vegetables again. Oh, and because by the time I get back from Bali, it'll be April, or Indonesia, it'll be April. So that'll be perfect timing to get my soil ready, and we'll be planting, and there'll be lives about that, guys. Last year, if you guys knew, been watching me, I did the whole process, showed you how I grow my vegetables on my deck and how you can do it yourself too. So I used to grow herbs, all my, oh shit, I just cleaned my car, and I was about to jump in my car with sandy feet. Thankfully, because I live in the lucky country, we have access to water. Okay, not that one, because that would give me a shower. Sorry, puppy dogs. There we go. Isn't it amazing? We have access to water so that even our dogs can get water on them when we walk our dogs. I feel very, very blessed that I live in Australia. I could easily have been born in Indonesia. So I definitely, when I say I'm grateful, I am truly grateful. Like, as I said, my mum and dad, I mean, something could have happened with my mum and dad when they came to Australia. And my mum was pregnant. She could have actually had to go back to Indonesia with me, had me in Indonesia. And this would be a different story, right? Would I be Dora? Probably not, guys. Indonesia's very, very tough. And if we go back to if I take you back to where my mum's family's from,
You know, if one of my cousins or one of my aunts wants to chat to you, they'll tell you how horrible, well, how hard it is in that country to earn money. Most of my family in Indonesia don't work. They have this system. They have it in Mexico too. I think in many countries. Job. It's a fucked up system. You actually have to buy your job. How the hell do you buy your job? You can't get a job to save the money. So you have to have rich family that buy your job. So a lot of the big jobs in Indonesia and in Mexico, someone's, you know, in their family have bought them the position. How's that? It's fucked, eh? So yeah, if you think, you know, you're not grateful, I mean, if you think you're not lucky with the country you live in, you're fucking lucky, because most of us live in first world countries. You know, there is a social system that, you know, if you need help, there is, you know, some help. You know, in Mexico, in Indonesia, in Asia, there is no help. If you're sick, deal with it. You know, your family have to deal with it. If you don't have family, guess what? Deal with it. Fucked. Really fucked. Okay, I finish off with some protein powder. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you for being here. You need a carer to move to what? You need a carer to move to Oz. What's that mean? Oz, Oz is a great place. Environmental says, I'm researching how Dutch terrorized Indonesia with Australia. Yes, that happened. Yep. There's still a lot of. Actually, I'd like to go to. You'd probably be interested in this environmental. I've never been to Jakarta. So Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia. I've never been. I'm actually interested in going because there's a lot of Dutch history in Jakarta, because obviously the Dutch colonized Indonesia for a period of time, and some of that history is still in Jakarta, where my mum's from, Sumatra, and this place called Tanjung. I probably should mention the name. There's no remnants of the Dutch. The Dutch were taken away. Like, as soon as that's finished, it was gone. Was the Dutch Indies? Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. Have an awesome day. If you're in Australia, like Environmental and Paul, if he's lurking in the background still, and Susan, I think Susan's gone already. But if you were from Australia, you know, have an awesome Monday. It feels amazing. If you're from the Northern Hemisphere, like Matt and Debbie Sue, and I think Em and Maddie and Bill, if you're still there. I think Rhonda went a long time ago because I probably wasn't engaging, but that's okay. As I said, I'm very open to the fact that I don't always read the messages, and it is what it is. Your messages aren't for nothing. Someone in the chat was obviously engaged with you, and that's important. As I said, I'm here to do my adventure, and my adventure this morning was to exercise. So thank you, guys. Have an awesome day. I am going to go help Diego at the house, and I'm going to go to work. And I'll see you probably Wednesday, guys. Tuesday, I'm do Pilates. So yeah, I'm back to normal programming this week. Obviously, over the last couple of days, you saw a lot of lives from me. That is not typical. Only typical when I'm traveling. So when I go to Bali, turn off your notifications because you will get buzzed all the time. See you guys. Bye.